Multifamily or single family, where should you start? Well, I'm going to tell you that this week on Friday, 10 a.m., I'm going to have my multifamily team, my fund, the SubTo Fund. That's Ryan, Jamie. Ryan is my acquisitions manager. Jamie's my asset manager. This team is going to come into a training to show you exactly how we are finding seller finance opportunities in the multifamily space. Not only big properties like the one we own in Tucson, it's 160 units. We purchased it for $19.5 million. And yes, you can do multifamily with seller finance and subject to. We'll show you guys how to do that on Friday. But we're also going to show you how to find 4plexes, 6plexes, 12 units. Wherever you want to start in the multifamily space, we are going to teach you that on Friday. Now, why is this training so good? The training is good because it's live. You can actually ask questions, raise your hand. My team and myself are going to answer those questions live. You might even hear questions from somebody else in the audience that you didn't even know you had that question. We're going to go through multiple examples. We're going to show you how to underwrite and find these deals. Now, the other thing we're going to be talking about is how we built a fund. If you have any questions about building a fund, that's something that at some point in your journey, maybe not today, because maybe you've never done a deal before, but at some point you're going to want to develop your own fund. It's nice to be able to see how a fund operates, who those positions are, how do they get paid, why build a fund versus just doing it yourself. All of those answers are going to be laid out on Friday, 10 a.m. Arizona time. Now, recently we've had daylight savings time, so check your calendar. There should be a link down below in the description. But here's what's cool. 3 years ago, I didn't know how to develop a fund, and so I get to share all of my learning lessons over the last 36 months with you guys live. How do we build a fund? How do we find the deals? Ryan, my acquisition manager, has actually been doing acquisitions longer than me, 15 years. I've only been in this business for 10. So people more experienced than myself that are on my team, rather I feel like I'm on their team, are gonna be the ones that are running this with me. So Ryan will talk about how are we negotiating after we find the deal? How are we doing the follow-up when a seller says, no, I'm not interested right now? How do we handle the no's? How do we handle the yeses? What is an LOI, letter of intent, by the way? We're gonna be teaching all of these things, and we'll also be giving away a lot of our documents. So what does our LOI look like? We'll give that away in the training on Friday as well. So the goal of the training this coming Friday is to give you basically 36 months of my experience condensed within less than 90 minutes, and then also give another maybe hour or so of open Q&A. We feel this way because I think a lot of people are confused. They're confused, should I start with single family? Should I start with multifamily? And the answer is, it depends. It depends on who you are, what resources you have, where are your mindset and values currently residing, and where are you currently being blocked? What kind of capital do you have? What kind of understanding do you have with creative finance? All of these questions would determine whether you should start with single family or multifamily. We believe that we can bring a lot of clarity to this question on Friday morning, 10 a.m., during this training with Ryan, Jamie, etc. Now, I'll also be having somebody very special, our investor relations department, Brittany. Brittany is the person that actually raises all the capital for our fund to go out and buy these assets. For example, we've got a 160 unit deal we bought for $19.5 million. Yes, seller finance, we talked about that already. We also have a property under contract, 21 units. It's brand new. So what Ryan's going to do is talk about where did we find this 21 unit deal that the seller is seller financing to us. And we're going to talk about the underwriting after we talk about how he found it, how he did the follow-up, how we almost lost the deal. That whole entire story will be relayed to you. And then we'll do the underwriting and show you how we plan on raising the capital to go and do this deal where somebody like you can do some of these deals without any money out of your pocket. The cool thing with seller finance multifamily is that we don't have to use any of our credit. We're not going through any banks. We're not using W-2. We're not using any tax returns. And we want to show you how you guys can do this too. So the best way to get there, go to the link down below. We want to see you at that training Friday morning, 10 a.m., all about multifamily with creative finance. We'll see you at the training.